Welcome students. In this topic we will see the animal Obelia. Obelia geniculata, it is the representative organism of the phylum Coelenterata. Now first we will see the morphology of Obelia colony. Here Obelia is colonial coelenterate organism, marine form, and it is found attached to the substratum in the sea water. Okay, it is marine or sea water animal. Then it has the thread like branching colony which arise by budding from a single hydra like form. The Obelia colony, it consists of two main types of individuals with division of labors. These are called as polyps and medusa. Okay. The polyp, it is a hydra-like in all the features and it is mainly concerned with the nutritive function, while the medusa serves or mainly concerned for the sexual reproduction and dispersion of the organism. Then the Obelia colony, it has the appearance of branching fine threads of about 1 inch size. The colony consists of several individuals or zooids which are connected together by a common axis. Such a branching colony arises by repeated asexual budding of hydra-like forms in which the buds remain attached to the parent body permanently. Okay, these buds are remain attached to its parent body permanently. The colony consists of a horizontal part known as the stolon, called as hydrorhiza, and it is for the fixation of colony to the substratum, and a number of vertical branches occurs from that substratum known as hydracoely. Okay, then we will see the structure of one such hydracolus. Each hydracolus, it gives off several zooids in cymose fashion. Okay, cymose type of florence, and they are present on alternate sides. The nutritive hydra like zooids, they are produced towards the free ends, while the blastocysts arise towards the base of the colony, and they are connected with each other by tubular cynosarc consisting of a central cynosarcal canal that is surrounded by a wall formed of usual ectoderm and endoderm layers. Okay, these bases are interconnected by these canals. The ectoderm of the cynosarc, it secretes protective and supporting chitinous structure known as perisarc. Okay, from base perisarc arises, which is chitinous and supporting structure of this hydraculus. The perisarc later on enlarges to form a cup-like coverings around the hydrants and blastocysts. The coverings of these hydranth is known as hydrotheca, that is sac-like or theca-like, and the covering of the blastocyle is known as gonotheca. Okay, hydrotheca and gonotheca respectively. The perisarc, it produces as inward shelf-like projection at the base of polyp and reset on it. Just below the polyp, the perisarc is folded to form various ring-like structures. Now we will see the structure of one zooid and its polymorphism. Okay. When the Obelia colony has only two kinds of zooids, namely polyps and the blastostyle, then this colony is described as dimorphic colony. Okay, polyps are nutritive while blastostyle is asexual type of zooids. Okay, later stage, these blastostyles, they by the process of asexual method of reproduction, that is budding, they gives rise to a number of saucer shaped medusa. Okay, they produce large number of medusae birds which are meant for sexual production and dispersion of the organism. And such a colony in which the medusa birds are found in the blastostyle, it is described as trimorphic because three types of forms are present in a single colony. Obelia therefore is usually dimorphic, and sometimes this colony may be trimorphic as three types of morphs or forms are observed. These are polyp, blastostyle and medusae, and hence it is the polymorphism in the Obelia colony.